we're doing a really simple kind of dangle pair of earrings. And not all knotting has to be, you know, these big long strands of knotted beads. You can just do a couple little knots here and there, and it just gives your jewelry kind of a different vibe. Let's talk about what we're using today. Today we've got these crystal quartz coin beads that are gorgeous, and we've got these Marquise crystal quartz that are stunning. Both of them are stunning. And they're a little bit more elevated looking than kind of like the chunkier nuggets. And so I wanted to show you guys how we can pair those with a fun colored cord to make, you know, kind of bring them to life a little bit and make a fun pair of earrings. So then I've got two different of these little kits. I've got a gold tone bead kit. These are electroform beads, so they're really lightweight. They've got big drill holes, so you can fit all kinds of stuff through them, but a bunch of different shapes. You've got rounds, you've got hearts, stars, faceted beads. You've got looks like a starfish, a shell, all kinds of fun stuff in there. I've used kind of these elongated faceted beads just up there at the top to add a little pop of gold, but I wanted to give you guys some option. It comes in this great storage kit. The cord, that's the Griffin Rainbow Silk. I am using the size 4 today. And then I've got this findings kit, gold tone and silver tone, but it's a finishings kit. So you get everything that you need to be able to finish a bracelet or a necklace. So that's what we're using today. And then let's get started. So this is, you're gonna wanna pay attention to the order of how we do things today, because we're gonna do it kind of backwards, because we're gonna bring our cord back through the beads on the inside. And so we're gonna string it top to bottom, and then we're gonna come back up the top. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our cord. I've already stretched this cord. I've talked to you guys about making sure that you stretch your cord always, always, always before you start working on it. That way it doesn't stretch later. So the first thing we wanna do is we're gonna grab our knot cup, our little end piece here, and we're gonna string this onto our cord. And then we're gonna grab our top bead, which for me was this elongated electroform bead. And then I did 2 coin beads. So let me pick some coins. Not that one, let's see. There we go, that one's nice. A coin and another coin. And then our Marquise bead. And now we're gonna pull these down towards the end of our cord. We're not gonna go all the way to the end because we're gonna need some of that, but we're gonna come down the cord a little bit. Then with our cord, we're gonna come back up through our coin bead. So we've got our Marquise there, and then we're gonna kind of skip that, and we're gonna go back through our coin bead here. So pull that through. And just make sure you've got about like a foot of cord left on your other end. So we're gonna pull this through. And then we're gonna grab our next coin. And we're gonna come back up through that coin, just like we did the one before. Just make sure your stuff's not falling off the end of your cord there. You can use one of those like those spring bead stopper. Thank you, Andrew. I love Andrew's my brain sometimes. So we're gonna come up back through that electroform bead there. Ooh, I'm getting awfully close. Pull this down. So we've got it through our electroform bead, and then we're gonna come back up through our knot cup too. And oh, I did my knot cup upside down. So I'm gonna try to restring this through my knot cup real quick. Yeah, that was okay. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. So you want your loops facing out. You want your loops facing away from your beads on this, or always. So just pay attention to that when you're stringing it the first time. Okay. So we've got everything strung on here. And then we're just gonna I'm gonna pull everything down just a little bit so stuff doesn't fall off. All right, so then we're gonna do our knotting. So we've got our marquee here down at the bottom, and using both of our cords, we're gonna make a loop, and we're gonna drop that marquee down into our loop like we've been doing all along. Now we're gonna grab both of those cords with our tweezers, and we're gonna tighten down. You gotta go a little slower with your pulling your knot because you've got two cords in there, and so you want to make sure that you're getting those pulled evenly. So just go a little bit slower. Then we're going to pull our tweezers out, and we're just going to tighten that knot up. And I like to pull each cord separately just to really get that knot nice and tight. So then we've got it tightened down on our marquee there, like that. So you've got an overhand knot down on top of your marquee with both of our cords. So then we're gonna drop our coin down. Make sure you get both of those cords pulled nice and tight between your knot and your marquee. Then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make a loop around our fingers, drop that down in, and then we're gonna come in with our tweezers, grab both of those cords, and tighten that knot down onto our tweezers. Pull both of our cords, pull those tweezers out, and with this double strand, you can grab both of your strands and just pull like that, and that's gonna tighten that knot down evenly down on your bead, like that. And now we're gonna drop our next coin down. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do a knot, whoops. Like that. Then we're gonna go in with our tweezers, grab those cords, and tighten down onto our tweezers. Pull your tweezers out, and then boop, like that. Now, then we're gonna drop our electroform bead down, same thing. And you don't have to do an electroform bead up there at the top. If you like it, just kind of, just the crystal quartz, you don't have to add a gold bead up there at the top. But I thought it was nice to just add a little something extra. So same thing. Do our knot there, like that. Tighten that up. And now we're gonna do our knot cup. So we're gonna drop that knot cup down. Like that. And then we're gonna make another knot inside our knot cup. So we want to make sure that we're getting our tweezers down, really down inside that knot cup, and pull that tight down on our tweezers so that that knot is, and your knot cup is pulled up tight against the bead, and then tighten those knots, or that knot. Now we're going to add a little glue in there. So I'm going to open up my hypo cement. Whoa. Drop some hypo cement down in there. And then we'll trim that, all that excess cord off. Andrew asked, do I squeeze my glue or do I let it drip? I usually just let it drip. I have found that when I squeeze that tube, it does not stop coming out. So I try not to squeeze it at all, ever. And it just naturally wants to come out of the tube on its own, and so just let it do its thing. And a little bit goes a long way with your hypo cement. So you don't need a ton, just do a little drip and then just let it kind of fall where it wants to. And then I'm gonna go in with my cutters, trim my cord off, and then we'll go in with our chain nose pliers and we'll just close this knot cup up there at the top. See, isn't it pretty? It's a little elevated because you've got those fancy faceted beads. You've got the Marquise there, and then you've got those coin beads. And then we're just gonna drop an ear wire on. So just drop that ear wire onto both of those loops on your knot cup. Close your ear wire, and then we're done. So we'll drop that on. I love how this turned out, how one of them has got more of the yellows and the oranges, and then one of them has more of the greens in there. So when you first do these, they're gonna kink up a little bit, but as you wear them and as they lay and the cord kind of settles in, they're gonna kind of have a little bit more natural drape to them. So anytime you knot anything, at first it's gonna be real kind of tight, but then your cord's gonna settle in and it's gonna loosen up a little bit and everything will kind of hang a little bit better. But you get both all the colors of the cord in this earring, but that's gonna kind of depend on where you do your knotting. So if you want them to match perfectly in color, just kind of slide them down on your cord depending on where the color is. That way you can match them up if you want to. I kind of like it like that, where it's got both of them. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's demo. If you need any of the tools and supplies that we use today, check out the links in the description below. And while you're down there, I want to know what your favorite color of silk cord is. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. Bye, y'all.